How to do yoga with your friends. Doing yoga with friends can make the process more enjoyable. You're more likely to stick to it, and you get to spend some time with someone you like. If you're new to yoga, you can join a class with a friend to get started. If you've done yoga for a while but you want a friend to join, you can take steps to make it easier for them. You can also practice yoga on your own with a group of friends with both partner and group poses. Method 1. Learning partner and group poses. 1. Consider partner yoga. Partner yoga uses poses that you can do together with a friend or lover. With these poses, you use each other's bodies to stretch yourself that much farther. Plus, working together in these poses can bring you closer together. 2. Try partner boat pose. Sit in the floor facing each other. Your toes should be close together, and your knees should be bent. Grab hands, and push the bottom of your feet together. Extend your legs upward, straightening out your legs and making a triangle. Hold the position for about 5 seconds. 3. Try supported half lotus pose. Lotus pose is where you sit cross-legged on the floor with your back straight. Doing it with a partner can make it easier because you can sit back to back, supporting each other and helping to keep your spines aligned. 4. Work on a partner back bend. This pose gives both partners a chance to stretch out their backs. It starts by having one person lay face down on the floor. The other partner should place one foot on either side of the other person's hips, facing the person's head. 5. Work on a thick tree pose. This pose is done standing up. Face the same direction as your partner. Move your hips together. With your hips touching, each of you bring the opposite leg up, resting the bottom of your foot on your inner thigh. Your arms can either wrap around each other's waist, with the outside arm coming together with your partner's, palms flat, or be extended straight upward, inner arms, and at an angle upwards, outer arm. 6. Keep your spine better aligned in Warrior 2 pose. From standing, you can move into Warrior 2 pose by leaving your left foot in place and stepping the right foot out to the right side of your body. Your right foot should be perpendicular to your left foot, but your legs should still be in a line. Your right knee is bent, and your left leg is straight. Stretch your arms out straight from your body over each leg, and turn your head toward your right leg. 7. Try a group pose. You can also try group poses. One that works well in a group is flower pose. Sit in a circle, facing inward. Start with cobbler pose. Bring the bottoms of your feet together in front of you with your knees bent. Make sure to keep your spine straight. Next, move into flower pose. Move each arm under a leg, with palms facing up. Puff your chest out, moving your shoulder blades together, and gently lift your legs into the air. You can even touch feet with the people next to you. Method 2. Trying yoga outside of a class. 1. Use recorded instruction. If you and your friends are both looking to save a little money, try using yoga workouts on the internet, streaming services, or DVDs. You can meet at someone's house once or twice a week and use the video to do yoga together. While you can find many free videos online, you can also purchase longer instructional videos. 2. Research yoga together. Another option is to use things like yoga websites and books to help learn the poses. You can take turns leading the group through different poses. Just make sure everyone is careful not to push themselves too far. You can strain muscles doing yoga. 3. Make it a regular practice. If you're trying to incorporate more yoga into your life by doing it with friends, try making it a regular part of your schedule. For instance, you could meet up 3 times a week before work at your local park or gym to do yoga together. That way, you can all encourage each other to be more focused on yoga in your lives. Method 3. Joining a class with a friend. 1. Find a friend with a similar personality. One way to make joining a class together easier is to pick someone who has a similar personality and who's hoping to get similar things from a yoga class. That way, you'll have an easier time agreeing on which class is best to take. However, having a similar personality isn't the only way to choose a yoga partner. You can also choose by who has similar exercise goals or pick someone who can get you excited about yoga and vice versa. 2. Look for classes in your area. Many gyms offer yoga classes, but you'll also find studios that are exclusively for yoga. Some yoga classes are even offered in places like parks or art museums. Check with your local gyms and yoga studios, and watch community boards to find places that offer classes. 3. Compromise on a class. Even if you do find a friend with a similar personality, you're probably still going to need to make some compromises on what type of class you join together. Maybe they prefer a class with hip-hop music, and you like a quieter venue. Perhaps you can switch off. Alternatively, if you're not into the philosophical side of yoga and they prefers an instructor who focuses on that, just learn to tune out what you don't need. You may also need to compromise on time and location. 4. Hold each other accountable. One of the benefits of joining with a friend is you can be each other's accountability partners. That is, if you don't show up to class, your friend will notice. In fact, you can have a deal to check up on each other when either one of you doesn't show. 5. Don't give up too quickly. If you're both new to yoga, you may find the practice harder than expected. However, don't be too quick to give it up. You'll likely find that you adapt quickly. Plus, you'll begin to notice changes in your body, such as becoming more flexible. Method 4. Encouraging a beginner to try a class. 1. Join them where they are. That is, don't encourage them to try yoga, then send them off to a beginner's class by themselves. Join a class with them. Also, make them feel more at ease by doing things like finding a place in back at class so they won't feel like they are in the spotlight. Find a free or cheap class for them to make yoga even more enticing. Also, make sure to pick a class that fits into their schedule so they can make time for it. It also helps if they don't have to go too far out of their way, distance-wise. 2. Allay their fears. Most beginners think they aren't coordinated or balanced enough to take yoga. When looking at yoga poses, it can seem pretty intimidating to a beginner. Remind them that everyone starts out feeling that way, not flexible or balanced enough. Also, tell them that one of the points of yoga is to increase those skills. Doing yoga makes you more flexible and increases your balance. 3. Go through a few poses beforehand. Even if you're not a yoga teacher, you can help your friend feel more comfortable by showing them a few poses. Walk your friend through a few of them just so they get the feel of what it's like. Doing a few poses ahead time can make them feel less embarrassed when they do go to class because they now have at least some idea of what to do. 4. Give them the details. Some people may do better if you walk them through a class, as well. You don't need to go through every pose. Rather, you just talk about what they should do beforehand, how a class proceeds, what they'll need, how long they can expect to be doing each part of the class, and what they should do afterwards. For example, tell them it's a good idea to eat a snack and find some comfortable clothes beforehand. Then talk about what they'll do at the studio, such take off their shoes and find a place to set their mat down to do yoga. 5. Try a trade-off. One way you can encourage someone to try yoga is to offer a trade. That is, you could offer to do something they love to do with them in exchange for them trying yoga. You could say, "Hey, I'll try a belly dancing class if you'll try a yoga class." That way, you'll both be the new kid, just in different situations. 6. Skip the manipulation. If you ask your friend to join you and they say no, it's best to let it go. No one wants to have a salesperson for a friend, and if you keep pushing too hard on getting them to come to yoga, you may find they don't want to hang out with you as much.